we have Bit. So I seen this trailer, didn't watch the movie yet. Here's what I've seen so far. Men can't be vampires. Men can't handle power. Because they have the power already. Of course. It feels random. And I'm getting kind of sick and tired of everything. Every genre, everything has to be this message, this thing. It's really getting old and lazy. I'm sorry. And it's like lesbian, trans, feminist, vampire. I'm like, you're pushing a thing, but maybe it might work for some people. It looked like it had some flair, but low budget. Uh, and it's like straight man bad. It kind of felt like. Now I was on, I think it was Variety's thing where they said it has no suspense, thrills, plot, mythology, or other horror stuff. No story development. Just watch it because of the tag. So Variety's even saying you're just watching it basically because they have people from the letter community. Um, it looks kind of rough, but Variety did kind of go in on it. There's no real promotion beyond the main star tweeting it out. Went on VOD. They mentioned something about it last year, and then it kind of disappeared and just popped up. And it kind of does the whole focusing on the tranny thing and what's going on. And it's kind of like you're questioning why were they pushing this for the market that's usually predominantly men. I'm just saying, but they may wanted to make it for these people, like certain type of people, and say, hey, this is for them, kind of thing. Right now, though, when I see this, this feels like the remake of Black Christmas. And I did actually say that. That wasn't a repeat. It's the remake of the remake. Because one day I will review that movie. And that movie was, woof. Oh, that movie was rough. If I ever remember to do it. It did not go over well. It made like 18 mil off of like a 5 mil. But if you do the double thing, then you got to think about it. It came out in theaters. So you could say 10 million and they took half of that. So out of the 18 mil, the movie technically lost money because then the theaters would have took their cut or made very, very little profit. But anyway, back to the story at hand. But then it has this thing where she's like, "You never turn a man." Blah 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 blah. Men have all the power, and I'm like, men don't have all the power. Stop with the patriarchy thing. If men had all the power, none of you women would be working. How about that? If men had all the power, you would not be sport athletes. You would not be owning businesses or nothing. You would be at home, barefoot, pregnant. The crap they used to talk about that I don't agree with. I love that women work. I love that women do stuff. I think women are a huge factor to our society. And I think they contribute so much to our society as well as men. We contribute as a people. But every time I hear this patriarchy thing, I'm like, you really think men run everything that you would be able to do all this stuff? I mean, if you go by the description of how you explain how men are, how we have all the power and everything, but we're also every ist, phobe, misogynist, you get what I'm saying? Especially the patriarchy usually ends up being straight white cis males kind of thing. Well, then you're saying, but then why would they let these things go? If they have that much power, then they're like, well, no, then black people can't do this, and these movies can't. And they're like, well, we're going against the system. If they think about it, if the men, the white cis males that you're talking about that are also alt right, blah 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 blah, if they ruled everything like that, you would not have a way to fight against it because they would already rule everything. So they would just say no, or they would do it and then they would smash your stuff. Like, really think about that. So, but then it's like this whole power thing, and I'm like, so men can't be vampires because vampirism is the same thing as politics, and why are we acting like there's no women politics in the world? It's just that whole patriarchy thing is just ridiculous. Everyone has their advantages. Everyone is privileged in some way, depending on the situation that you put them in. And then they say this thing that stood out for me too after they said the keys to the kingdom. I'm like, what kingdom? But then you're like, okay, they kill indiscriminately. When you're like, do you kill innocent people? Do you do this? But then all you see them doing is killing men. Like on a regular, it's like, wait. You're okay. You're saying you kill indiscriminately. Why do I only see you? It seems like you keep going up against men, and it's. I think it's a legit question because that's what I saw. Now I'm just going off of the trailer itself, and let's see here. So apparently, what I'm trying to get to is the things so I can tell you who it is, because the one girl is actually Dreamer from Supergirl. I think she's the star of the movie. Yeah. So just so you get some background, this is from director Brad Michael Elmore. Writer Brad Michael Elmore stars Diana Hopper, Nicole Maines, Zoli Griggs, Friday Chamberlain, Char Diaz, and several other people. Vlad the Master. Um, and apparently it focuses a lot on Duke and Laurel, from what I could tell from the trailer. And Laurel, if I'm not mistaken, is played by Nicole Maines, which is good because she gets acting chops. I think she does a very good job on Supergirl. So, person who's a transgender person went from transition from male to female. I feel like they're gonna focus on that in the movie at some point because I would like to see Nicole get kind of beyond that. Now, I'm not saying that she should never do these again. I want to see her act in some roles where she that's not a focal point. I know she's an activist for it and everything, and I'm not saying don't do it, but I would like to see her expand. So people might go, "Oh, here he goes!" Like, no, I want to see her get in other things. I think she actually has some talent. Um, it seemed kind of dryish from what I seen from the trailer, and I do really need to try to sit down and watch this movie at some time. Um, I don't know. Like it's funny. I seen some YouTubers talk about it, and that's why I kind of waited. So the initial trailer reactions weren't so hot, but I've noticed that I just randomly looked at a few people. All of them seemed to actually ended up enjoying it. Some of them said it was right up their alley. Some of them were breaking it down, and I think I'm curious to watch it to see what happens. I just don't know when I'll get to it. I have a lot on my plate, and I want to review. But that trailer didn't really capture me. Um, with all the men can't handle power, men can't do this. Like I'm so sick of that, and the patriarchy and the just the attacking of men. Like it's really getting on my nerves. And then some people go, a minute. No, that's what I'm saying. Because that's what you're doing. You're belittling men, and it's just getting old. But I don't know. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you think. That's just my thoughts on it. And from hat itchy, just from what I was getting from it just seemed like they were putting them down. I don't really see a market for it when it's a horror film. Usually, guys, but there could be. They might have been trying to tap into a smaller market. I don't know how much they spent on the movie. Um, they did the whole men shouldn't be vampire thing, so I'm assuming that you're gonna see men being vampires. I think I saw one of them in a trailer. But it's kind of one of those things where I feel like it's gonna have a little bit of bogged down of the potential of some of them are gonna probably be lesbian, some of them are gonna be one of them at least gonna be trans. Like I feel like it's gonna play up that stuff and kind of focus. But who knows? I might turn it on. I've had it happen. I might turn it on and be like, oh, actually, I enjoyed this. I don't know. But I do hope Maines spreads her wings further than just being a like just about transgender all the time, because it'll start feeling like a one-trick pony kind of thing. I want to see her try to like maybe go into some other type of roles and expand. I think she does great. I think Dreamer, once again, is a phenomenal representation of a transgender person on Supergirl, the way she is and everything. But I feel like I want to see her spread her wings more as an actress. I need to look up more of her filmography and stuff. But this trailer, it could be good. I'm gonna eventually give the movie a shot. I'm gonna try to remember. If you guys see it in the comments and you've seen it, tell me what you think. Seriously, I know I'm not really feeling the woke stuff, but I'm curious because I'm like, is this a feminist vampire thing, or are you playing it as a gag? You know what I mean? Like you're kind of doing it, and it's just like like this is Spinal Tap kind of thing, or CB4, where it plays off like a mockumentary, or it plays off as something, but you're also playing it more as a gag and kind of poking fun, like The Hunt, which I have to finish watching that. It was good so far, what I've seen. I'm trying to get my schedule down, people, but I have so many videos to do. It's just like insane. So I'm actually making a battle plan, and I'm just gonna go. I'm actually making notes and things so I can just rapid fire. So but I'm gonna get through a lot, even if some of them are late, and you're like, this is old information. Doesn't matter. It's what my thoughts are, and I want to share them. I have a set of comics and things I'm gonna do. I haven't even showed you what they are. It's a surprise for you. But yeah, please, post the comments down below. Tell me what you really think. I really do want to know if you. Hey, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the Geek Protagonist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, it'll really help me out in the channel if you actually share these videos. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that bell notification. Hit it, click. This way you won't miss any of my videos. Also, there's a thing on there that says personal and all. Hit the all. This way you'll get them every time for the notifications. I'm trying to, grow, trying to do commentary about what's going on. And I want to thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. This is the Geek Protagonist. I'm out, and I'll see you.